Hi guys, this is Lisa. I'm redoing this video. I did it and posted it and found out that halfway through it went black. So this was for Ronnie Scrapper for her challenge, which I pretty sure she saw it and is um, already counted me in the challenge. So I'm using my Scriptastic kit. This is my first month, and I definitely had to dive into my stash. Um, I'm trying to find some papers. I go through a lot of different papers and pull out before I finally make my decision. Um, and I'll just do a quick voiceover just to try to make this a little bit quicker than the last one. Um, I think I end up going with that polka dot paper or the sprinkly paper. I think it's part of the Heidi Swap collection. Um, it's a picture of my daughter and I, and for the challenge you had to tell a story, and my story was about the adoption of my youngest daughter, and just the just the emotional um, somewhat roller coaster, and just how much I love her and how much um, it's like she was meant to be mine. It's like she was meant to come into our life, and she seemed to make us a family. Um, so I'm just going through my papers, and I have to say I had a hard time with this. I do love that paper, that chevron-like paper in the background, and I do eventually use it for another video, which will be coming up. Um, I have done this video for this layout twice. I did it once and it cut off in the middle, and I think that was my fault. I published it before it was ready, and then I redid it, forgot to speed it up, so it was almost an hour long, and then so I deleted that right off of YouTube immediately because I didn't want to have that on there, and I changed the first one to private, so um, I think only like my subscribers can see, I'm assuming, because people are still looking at it. Excuse me. So I did that until I could figure out, and I was just about ready to give up tonight, and um, I think I might have figured this out finally, and I did have it saved. So I was going to give it one more try because I do feel bad that that video cut out. So here I am using my. I do love those strips of uh, pop dots, like the strips, because it's just quicker. You can cover a larger area a lot quicker. And I'm definitely gonna go to Home Depot. I just saw something posted tonight. I think Nicole Jones 911. Oh, right there I just used, it's a circle cutter right there. I don't even know who makes it, but it's like my favorite circle cutter, and I use it a lot just to trace a circle. So I just did that to kind of have like a base for my page and building up. But anyways, I definitely they have there's a huge roll that Nicole Jones used, and someone just found it at Home Depot, and I think it's like 9, 10 bucks, maybe $12, and it's so worth it. I love the um, wider, the thicker dots. It's like I said, it covers a lot more when you're doing it. So I just punched a heart out of a piece of scrap paper and just put it underneath there so the heart showed. And I think that a little tag says "My Life." I think that was in the Scraptastic kit. Um, I'm making a decision. I decided to tape that down. I really like that. That paper is a piece of, that yellow paper right there is a piece of scrap paper from the Heidi Swap. You'll see that I love the Heidi Swap pack. I don't even know which one it is, but I really love it and use it a lot. And actually, in reality, I have some paper that I just never use, and I right now I use the Heidi Swap 12 by 12 pad. I use the um, Polka Dot Party still, and I have a Maggie Home still. I really want the Amy Tangerine plus 2 pad, and it's something I have to order online. And but I basically use those pads all the time. That's all I use right now. Most everything else is just stuff I don't use. Oop, I stopped to text someone. So the heart I punched out, I just set up there for now to see if maybe I'll use it later. So I'm using a yellow, I think it's a Maggie Holmes Polaroid frame underneath there. I'm trying a bunch of embellishments and trying to see what I can find. Going through all my little, I found that little paper potty people, if you call it, and I didn't like the yellow, didn't match right, but then it made me think, oh, I have wood veneer, so I just tried to find the two little girls. So it'd be her and I to put on there. And looks like I'm on Facebook. So addicted to my phone, it's terrible. I was looking at the letters that came in. Oh, there I am on YouTube. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I was just showing my latest video was uploaded. I was excited. I must have got an email saying it was. Oh, there I am, just punching out some hearts in the different pattern papers that I used on the page, in the little like coral heart matches like some of the dots, the sprinkles on the paper. And I think eventually I take that over to my sewing machine. I really wish I had my sewing machine right there with me, but part of like my old scrap room, I'd had it on my table and I was crowded. So I now have a separate area for my sewing, and I do love that. But for video's sake, it's not the greatest thing because I have to leave. But for my space and how, having being able to just go over there any other time is like perfect. But yeah, so I think I'm going to leave it over there and just have to excuse myself because what I do is if I think I'm going to sew, I will like pick out my thread ahead of time. Because I kind of try to get an idea sometimes what I'm going to do for my layout. And and a lot of times if I keep like a blue in my thread, I'm pretty sure that it will work for most of my layouts, or a white, or I tend to keep white in most of the time, or a light yellow or a blue. And lately they seem to work a lot. There I am trying to get some pens. I definitely need some new pens. There's absolutely no scrapbooking stores around here, and when I say no scrapbooking stores, to me, Michael's, I have like a small Joann's, not even a super Joann's. They don't have anything and nothing. I mean, I don't even go there anymore because they have nothing. And Michael's, and there's a super Joann's like an hour away, but they have nothing. When I say I want to go to a scrapbook store, I want to go to a scrapbooking store. I wish I could go to like a store that's like 2Ps, or one of those stores that has everything. But I need some supplies, and the one store that was like 2.5 hours away that I used to go to on a regular basis closed a couple years ago, and it was heartbreaking. I actually have some of their fixtures in my new scrapbooking room. So there I am, just writing my journaling. I just drew lines with my ruler. And I kind of kept my journaling really generic and just not too personal. And I, later on after the video, did some journaling and kept it private. She's well aware of her situation, and we actually were just talking about it tonight. I like to be open about things just so that I must have been checking my spelling about something. I do that a lot in a text message. I'll check my spelling, but we're very open about everything, as much as we possibly can be, just so that, I just don't want her I just want her to know what's going on somewhat, and I don't want to deceive her. Oh, must have had a lot more to say because I added another line. I guess I was stuck. I was thinking I'm going to end up moving. Boy, I guess I'm just telling a lot. But that's what I love. The journaling to me is like the most important part. The photo and the journaling, the photo and the journaling, that's, telling the story is for me the best part, and that's why I love Project Life, because you get to tell so much, that, and it's the little things you get to tell, because there's so many things we don't remember. And with Project Life, being able to document that every week, which I'm not doing a really good job this year. I haven't even started. I have all my photos laid out, but I haven't even started doing it. I just picked out some thickers, and I think I'm going to do my title Story of Us. What I did with that story, the green didn't match exactly how I wanted it, so I gessoed. I put some gesso over it just to like tone it down and just to lighten it up, bring a little white to it, and that way it matches. I think I'm showing you. I must be done. And I think I sew it later. I'm not sure. Maybe that's it. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Maybe I went over to change my thread. But there I am taking my my page over to sew it. And then I think once I sewed it, I was pretty much done with it. So hopefully this video works finally. Third time's a charm, right? If I don't come back right away and the video ends, I want to just say thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Oh, there it is. Final project. I've shown you how it was done. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.